So first impressions, this plunger tube looks a very large diameter. So hopefully we can get some good performance out of this. It's really nicely packaged, and this bolt looks very sturdy. I like the way they did this nice POM material. The barrel appears to be fairly loose, at least at the end here. It's a pretty good fit for a worker dart though, so because it has a larger diameter, so we'll see how that leads up to performance. It comes shipped with a 7 kg spring. This we also get an upgraded metal catch. Their metal work has improved greatly, I can see, because they are now using a tumble sanding process. I don't know, it's very shiny though. Oh my god, they actually made it orange. I couldn't tell because on the pictures some of them had it in orange, and then in the video they had it in silver. But this looks really nice. Good job on them. And I don't think I'm ever gonna build a Recon Mark II, but let's see what this looks like. I don't think I can use this in my Retaliator, but I prefer the look of this over the Retaliator one. This plunger seems very sturdy. I like that. Okay, so I just checked back in my package, and for some reason this was included. I don't know what this is, but it's like some kind of white decal. I don't know. So I bought this kit for my Sonic Ice Retaliator. It originally had a brass breech in it, but unfortunately it doesn't work anymore, and everything was epoxied in and solvent welded together, so I had to buy a whole kit in order for it to work. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna start disassembling it. Alright, so here we go at the internals. One thing I have just realized is that I will not be able to remove these pegs for the bolt sled, so we'll probably have to find a way to keep this bolt sled. Alright. Also, there is no way for this Recon Mark II trigger to work, so that's unfortunate. Also, one thing I would like to see with the Retaliator trigger is that its length is completely identical. I would have liked to see this extended like a couple millimeters. This would give it a much nicer trigger pull. I guess I'll just show you the assembly really quick. Okay, this is going to be kind of difficult. Alright, so this is kind of like the plunger stop, and it's very hard to get in. Kind of, almost there. Alright, there we go. Nice tight fit, and it is in. Hold on. One thing I recommend doing is when you're installing any kind of O-ring, just kind of like put a screwdriver underneath and twirl it around. This will kind of make sure that it is consistent throughout the entire length of it. I'm going to do the same thing with the plunger O-ring. This kind of just lets it, gives it a more consistent feel. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to deburr the end of this plunger to make sure that I don't damage my plunger when I'm putting it in. This also just makes it look cleaner. As you can see there, it looks really nice actually. If they could just sell the plunger itself, that would be amazing, because I'm a big fan of this. I can tell that it's larger already just by looking at it. Hold on, let me get some calipers and show you. They claim a 26% plunger volume increase, so let's test how much they increase the diameter for this. Alright, 26.7 millimeters. And this worker one, probably also slightly larger than stock, is 25. That's almost 2 millimeters in plunger volume. That's really good. come on. Get in there. Nice. I don't know what I think of this lubricant though. I kind of prefer mine. I don't know. I'll test it. Maybe if I don't like the FPS results, I'm gonna try a different lubricant. But this orange Modworks white lithium grease, I don't know. We'll see how it is. Just a quick seal test. Oh yeah, that's a good seal. Right, so one thing I find interesting is that the plunger tube, it actually sits underneath the catch. And the catch moves like over it. That's probably how they were able to maximize the plunger volume also, not just in diameter. It's pretty cool. Difficult part of the installation, for me at least, I'm gonna try to bash out this bolt sled and replace it with this one that already has the pins in it. Let's see if I can do that easily. I'll let you know what happens. Alright, so I actually managed to detach both sleds pretty easily. They weren't that hard to get out. Now let's see if they are compatible. Alright, it wasn't that hard, and there we go. Now I'm only gonna be able to use 7 kg because the plastic on the Sonic Ice is a lot weaker. And as you can see, I already like damaged the back because of the 12 kg spring. And so this bolt sled also would not be able to handle it, so I'm just gonna run 7 kg. I might upgrade in the future if I print some parts, but yeah, I'll be doing this FPS testing with 7 kg. Alright, so this is what it looks like all assembled. One thing I will note is that the catch is trying to pop out and kill me. So just keep in mind that when you're assembling it. One big complaint right now, I said this at the beginning, but this trigger pull, like, there's so much space before it catches, and then right here at the very end you have to like press it very hard. And when you're wrapping your finger out like this, is just uncomfortable because the distance between your like webbing and your thumb and this is just really close, and it's just not comfortable. Other than that, everything else looks solid. Alright, this is a very big moment. Let's test this hybrid system seal. Okay, so it's pretty not that great, but hopefully with the 7 kg spring it'll work out okay. Okay, so I actually discovered the reason why that seal may not be so bad. Because the dart sits halfway in the chamber and halfway in the breech, it actually covers the area in between the bolt and the barrel where the seal is bad. So by that time that it's actually accelerating, the seal doesn't really matter since it's going to push the dart out anyway. Which is why the seal, actually, like you're going to see in the chrono results in a couple moments, are actually not that bad. Okay, I kind of like the look of this without the foregrip, and it's kind of easy to prime. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll put it on just for this demonstration. Oh. This thing refuses to go forward now. I wonder why. Okay, apparently this thing just doesn't like being deprimed. Like once it's primed all the way, you can slide it back and forth. But when it's not, it like kind of jams up. So I think that might just be with the way the bolt is sitting. So we'll have to see. Alright, yeah, so I found out this thing just doesn't like being deprimed. But there's one final step we gotta do. Nice. The thing I will say is I love the way that expanded plunger tube looks in the Sonic Ice. There you can see it just moving. Pretty cool. Alright, well I think I've just discovered one of the drawbacks of the system. It does not like worker darts, or any half-length dart for that matter. Although it does work with it, it doesn't work well, and I'll explain to you why. Although the chronograph readings might be fine, because the barrel is so loose, and the way this plunger tube, it just like accelerates the dart so quickly, it causes it to whirly bird, which is why the accuracy is not great. So with worker darts, accuracy is not good. Just keep that in mind. However, with that being said, here's the velocity of worker darts out of this system. Ooh, 130. Alright, that's pretty good. $127. Alright, so it seems to be fairly consistent around the 130 FPS mark. The thing I won't point out though is that the barrel for the system is actually crowned. So it's nice to see that they actually tried to make some accuracy improvements. With that being said, here is some full-length darts. Okay. Interesting. Looks like it does not like waffle darts. Takes 2 shots for them to clear the barrel. Well, I've ran into a unfortunate conclusion. Waffle darts, which is probably my favorite type of full-length dart, do not work in this because their heads are too wide for the barrel, just like they are for brass barrels. That is very unfortunate. Looks like this is a worker-only shooting blaster, and even those do not perform accurately. So here is what I mean when I say they whirly bird. Overall, this kit is meh. They did really good work with the plunger design and all of that, but unfortunately what it came down to is this hybrid system just is not that great. The problem with Orange Model Works is that they test their older products with elite darts, and I think that is just stupid because that way they're not optimal for what we use, the more accurate worker darts and waffle darts, and just, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. Honestly, I think I'm just going to end up brassing it because I do not like this part of the kit. If you want to see a follow-up to this video in which I brass the Retaliator using the expanded Orange Model Works plunger tube to see what FPS I can get, please leave a like or a comment to let me know that is what you want to see. Trigger is also not my style, but I can fix this by adding some plastic sheeting to it like I have on my other trigger, like I have done here. Okay, so I think I actually found the preferred Nerf Dart for the system. The only problem is it's not released yet. It's a worker full length, and I was able to get this kind of velocity after just 1 shot, and they actually fly straight in the system. So until this dart gets released, you're either gonna have to make them by hand, which is what I have done here, or you're gonna have to just, I don't know, get bad performance. Also, another major thing that I need to mention is that I actually got feeding issues using worker half-lengths in the system. And also, when I tested it using just cut-down elite darts, I only got 130 feet per second, the same velocities as the worker full-lengths. I mean, not full-lengths, half-lengths. I think this is because the worker half-lengths have a better seal in the barrel. They're tighter in it, which allows them to fly better. Okay, so I took this thing to a war and it kind of broke a little bit. Because the plunger wasn't padded and the sonic ice plastic being very brittle, it actually bent in this tab that was holding the plunger in, the plunger cap in, and it exploded out the front and causing it to no longer catch and function. So that is one thing you might want to look out for when purchasing this kit. Definitely pad the plunger so this doesn't happen to you. If you're not using a sonic ice Retaliator, I don't think it will because of how weak the plastic is, but just something to mention. I think I will be able to find a way to fix this either with epoxy putty or some other method. Alright, so the way I fix the broken shell pieces is I actually use my old worker plunger tube, and with that I use some silicone padding that I bought a while back, and this actually fixed the issue, and it gets fairly similar performance to what it had with the expanded plunger tube. I also swapped out the trigger for my old one because I just like the feel of it better with the plastic spacers. Alright, so in conclusion, the plunger tube is great. It had amazing packaging. It was a very nice experience putting the kit together. It achieved a good velocity. However, the durability of the kit is not great, at least on the Sonic Ice Retaliator. Please pad the plunger in order so that it doesn't break your gun. Also, the accuracy is not the best, and it doesn't work with waffles or AccuFakes. The trigger could have been improved. That is it for my review of this kit. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you back on my channel sometime soon. Thank you.